If you saw what they were talking about in the office, I'm not even sure if my camera was on. I might have pressed the unrecord button. But if we got that on camera, if you saw what they said in the office, they are working on increasing the bandwidth for all of our offices. So having the internet down for a few days or a week might be worth it. For my last month here, because most likely I'm probably leaving September 30th. That's when my mom and stepdad Bob said that they would drive out here and get me. So, by the way, this is my girlfriend, Polly Pocket. Keep her around. She keeps me company. She stays up on the fridge. She when I walk in, she's there to say hi to me. Anyways, I found her. She was an abandoned child. Found her on the sidewalk, and I thought it was a pretty funny toy, so I just picked it up. This is my protective cup in case I ever get back to playing basketball. I don't want to, when you go up to dunk the basketball, people like to foul you, and I don't want to get hit in the nads. These are some shoes I found in the garbage, brand new Nikes. Not much else to show. Laundry detergent. Alright, you guys don't care about that stuff. What you might care about is my awesome mongoose. It's pretty sweet, I can do some pretty big jumps on it. But gosh, it's freaking $130. That's freaking money I could have saved. Oh my gosh. I really need a bike. Our apartments, Campus Habitat, downstairs in the office, they got it's like Blockbuster down there. In the back room, they got all these brand new DVDs. And I decided this is my first DVD I've checked out from them. And it's really cool. You get to keep it for a week. It ain't like Blockbuster where it's 3 days. You get to keep it for a week. So I got RV by Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams. Hopefully he lives up to his past performances. Starting to feel a little better now that I'm relaxing in my apartment. I have anxiety really bad now. I started getting anxiety less than a month ago, and because of my health problems, I've had anxiety before, but most of my life I've been a really carefree person, and someone could call me and tell me a family member died, and I would care about that, but it wouldn't hit me as hard as the average person probably, especially because I move around a lot and I'm not near my family a lot. I love them to death, but I'm just saying I'm not. That's my personality type. It wouldn't affect me. I might not break down crying, for until 4 days or a month or 6 months later. It might take that long to hit me. Because I remember 2 of my dogs back in Ohio had to be put down, and I was in the Navy. I was sitting on the toilet and on the USS Eisenhower on the aircraft carrier in the stall, surrounded by these aluminum walls for the stalls, and then we had the non-skid, the really hard, it's kind of like concrete and gray paint mixed. It basically is what you use to make non-skid for a hard surface. That was on the ground, and I was just sitting there using the restroom, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it hit me. I was thinking about both my dogs that had been put down, and I started crying right then and there in the stall, thinking about it, like, you know, because they were like my best friends. So sometimes it takes a while to hit me when something sad happens. I've been hanging some stuff up, trying to make it look like a college pad. The only neighbors I've had over, I think, is my neighbor Brandon, who's really cool. Besides that, my Uncle Buddy was just here for a couple minutes to when we went grocery shopping, and he brought his truck to help me get my bike. And Buddy, I want to thank you for all your help. I know I offered to give you gas money, and you turned it down, which, you know, is very valiant. I know if someone offered me gas money, I might, you know, take it. So, you know, I know you're probably good financially, but I really wanted to, you know, pay you for helping me out, for having to drive all the way from Marion, which is, you know, at least 20-25 minutes away, or Carterville, where you live. But yeah, thanks so much for, you know, helping me out, and then turning down my gas money offer. I really appreciate that, but most importantly, I appreciate the help that you provided. I got a new set of clippers. This is how I made my hair short. It's just a small pair, so as long as I don't make my hair grow out too long, I can just buzz it off at least once a week, or maybe once every 4 days, and keep it short, because it's kind of starting to look dark already. I like that bald and shiny look. And my lips are getting dehydrated. Let's dry them off some more. No, that gets crud off your mouth. But I'm gonna figure out what I want to eat today. I usually can't make it down to the kitchen because I feel like I'm gonna pass out, but I'm standing up right now making this video, so it looks like I'm in decent shape to make that attempt today. Can make some beans. My usual favorite is any of these chunky meals. I love like all of them. Gotta have your greens, asparagus, spinach. This is my. I really don't eat candy that often, but this cereal is kind of like my candy, Reese's Puffs, and also Fruity Pebbles. And then this is supposed to be good for you, but just drop some barbecue sauce, and just the raisins in this and the sugar kind of get your heart going, so I got to be careful with that. But this is like one of the cheapest cereals at Walmart, and it's a really good value for price per ounce because it comes with the raisins and the oat clusters and the corn flake. There are wheat flakes actually in this one, so yeah, wheat flakes I like that better than corn flakes. I gotta be really careful right now when I eat this trail mix because the chocolate makes me want to have a heart attack, which sucks because I used to love eating chocolate. And then I pour this on any chicken or hamburgers I make. I always carry these around in my book bag or my pocket in case I have a hypoglycemic episode and my sugar drops. Here's another version of Bush's baked beans. These are like the grilling beans. You make them with your hamburgers. They're also really good. Fucking tastes awesome. And there's some other flavors. Oh my gosh. And I ate these all the time when I was in Florida, when I was playing basketball and working out. And the sweet potato mashed potatoes, like, maybe go from like 200 to 215, and it was like a healthy weight gain. And this is amazing food right here. I usually don't recommend processed instantized foods, but this stuff is good. And it's got some bowls. I gotta go through some plates and more bowls back there. Oh, and one of the most basic essentials that you can buy in a grocery store for really cheap is oatmeal. That is your basic carbohydrate for breakfast. That is recommended on bodybuilder.com. They got a sale going on right now at Walmart. Normally, a 2 liter is like 67 cents for, you know, any of their Walmart brand sodas, but now they're giving you 10% more. So like this bottle is like long as can be, man. And it's like, you know, put it next to my bike so you can get an idea. It's freaking huge. So yeah, it's like 67 cents out here in Illinois for, you know, 2.2 liters of soda. You know, I could have gotten any flavor. I could have gotten root beer or orange soda or cola, you know, something that probably costs more to make than the lemon lime soda. I started wearing my Buckeyes hat again, and you can see I'm representing the Cavaliers still, even though LeBron left. That I still got love for Cleveland. Not really. I mean, I'm not one of those pretenders. I actually enjoy watching basketball. I'm sad that they cut Terrence Kinsey, or he left, or whatever he decided to do. I met him in Florida and actually I invited him to open gym at the University of South Florida one day, and it was funny because they didn't let me play, but when he was there shooting around for a while, dribbling while they had a pickup game going on, and then one of the USF players recognized that he was a Memphis Grizzlies player that had just transferred to the Cavaliers, and he ran over to his coach and he's like, man, this guy has to play next. And then he played, and he freaking, oh my God, he was you could tell that he was a pro playing against college players. He's a pretty skinny guy, which when I met him, he was kind of my motivation while I was trying out for University of South Florida, to know that, you know, if this guy can make it to the pros, I can make it, because he's only 6'6" and like a toothpick, but he could jump out of the gym, and he had a amazing shot. You know, he knocked down all of his shots, all of his three-pointers, really high percentage, and he's fairly quick, could handle had really good handles for a 6'6" guy. Not much different than me. We were both do the same things, except for he had played for the Memphis Grizzlies for 2 years and received training from them, and you know, I'm just playing pickup games on my own. So of course he was going to be 1,000 times more polished than me when he came to the South Florida Open Gym. But anyways, he dunked like two-handed on 2 6'10" guys. Like they both were on the same team, and he dunked right on top of both of them at the same time, and his elbows got above the rim. It was so sick. And then another one, he got a steal, and then on a fast break, he took off from like near the corner of the foul line, and I think USF's point guard, his name is Jesus, and Jesus tried to catch up to him, and he almost caught him at the foul line, but Terrence just took off and freaking soared through the air, and then was just like bam, one-handed threw it down, and it was so sick. So that was the 2 highlights I got to see while he played the South Florida players before he headed back to Cleveland to play for LeBron that season, a couple seasons ago.